magical midnight sky. Our project today is going to include a lovely Angelina moon. We're going to build clouds out of organza. I'm going to work on several of these projects at once with you, so you'll see me do several different ones. Here is my Angelina moon and its little reflections, and I've done some lovely clouds in some hand-painted shears. And these have been fused on with Steam-A-Seam 2, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to build an Angelina moon, and I'm using actually two different kinds of this texture. This is, as far as we can tell, a test tube baby. I have no idea exactly what it's made out of. It melts. It sticks to itself. It will not stick to anything else. But it does create a lovely, lovely, shiny, wonderful texture. Now, the very thin version of it you're seeing here is Angelina. They also have, and this is the same materials but cut coarser, Crystallina. And they're interchangeable. They all have bonding powder within them. And what I'm working on here is my Teflon pressing cloth, which is going to make sure that I don't burn Angelina, because you can. And just for fun, I have some very lovely threads that just happen to be waiting here. And I'm going to nip them in there. Now, these threads will not, by their nature, stick to the Angelina. They won't do that. So I have to trap them. So what I'm going to do is put a really light layer of Crystallina over them so that they're connected and going to be part of it. And as you can see, there's a huge range of colors. You can mix them, you can match them. It's a beautiful, beautiful surface. My moon is all laid out here. I have it on my Teflon pressing cloth. I'll say a word about this first. This is a woven Teflon pressing cloth, so the steam goes through and the glue doesn't. They are so worthy. And this one is big enough that I can just fold it over, and my Angelina is protected from my iron, because Angelina will burn. And I have my iron all heated up. I'm going to pass over it briefly. It's going to melt, and the magic will occur. Mostly. Actually, I haven't fused it all. But that's okay. I can give it a second pass. But you can see how gorgeous that is. Steam-A-Seam 2 is essentially a peanut butter sandwich. You've got two pieces of release paper on either side, and then you have the goo in the middle. Here's the patterns I've included for you in your booklet on the moons. Do you have to use them? Heavens, no. I don't myself, but they're a security blanket, and I've drawn a number of crescents because there's a bunch of cool things we can do with this. We can do just one glorious moon. I have peeled one section of my paper off my Steam-A-Seam 2. I've got my gooey section here, and you can see that it tacks to my hand. And I'm going to just place my Angelina. I prepared this for a different little piece. And isn't that yummy? That's got all those greens and blues in it. And then I'm going to cut my moon. And I can cut it right through the paper. I've got my glue there, so everything is one with everything. Now you can, I gave you a pattern for your moon, and you can draw yours out and cut it on the other side, and that works great. I tend to just cut. I'm more comfortable with that. And I can always make it a little better. There we go. There's my moon shape. And look and see how gorgeous that is going to be on my piece of fabric. Once we've cut this moon, we have our release paper on the back. We're going to peel that off, and you'll see the glue. The glue has a kind of a honeycomb texture, and you want that on your Angelina. We'll make that go away, and then we can position that anywhere we want. And here's the nice thing. I can move it, change it. Oh, I like that. Look at that. There we go. There's our lovely moon kind of in the corner waiting for a dragonfly. This is one big moon cut into crescents. And that's such a pretty look too. So you can see how those work together and how you have some really fun choices here.